Good morning, Titans. Today I want to talk with you a little bit about graduation requirements and course selection. I am addressing you. You are the 11th graders, soon to be 12th graders, and our 10th graders that are rising 11th graders. First thing I want to go over are the graduation requirements, things that you need to have in order to graduate. You will need to have 24 credits in order to graduate. 4 of those need to be English, 4 math, 3 science, and 3 social studies. In your maths, you need to have algebra and geometry, and science needs to include biology. You also need to have a fine or performing arts credit, need to have hope, and you also need to have an online course. Many times students fill that online course requirement with hope, and it kind of kills 2 birds with 1 stone. So if you haven't done that yet, that's something that you might want to consider doing. You also need to pass your algebra EOC, you need to pass the FCAT, and you need to have a minimum of a 2.0 GPA in order to walk across the stage on your graduation year. When you get your diploma, there are going to be a couple different designations that you will be able to get. And I want you to know about these now so that you can plan your courses for next year. So if you're interested in either one of these, you can make sure that you have the courses needed to get this. The first diploma designation you could get would be a scholar's designation. In order to qualify for a scholar's designation on your diploma, you will need to have Algebra 2 and statistics or an equally rigorous course. You need to pass your biology EOC, you need to pass the history EOC, you need to have chemistry and or physics and an equally rigorous science course. You need to have 2 credits in the same world language, and you need to have at least 1 credit in an AP, ACE, or dual enrollment course. Another designation that you could earn would be a merit designation. And in order to get a merit designation on your diploma, you will need to pass at least 1 industry certification. So as we talk about electives and the academies, and you're choosing those, some of those would fulfill that requirement if you pass that industry certification test. But now on to the important stuff that you're here to listen to, and that's course selection forms. This year, the seniors, you 11th graders that will be seniors, are going to have a green course selection form, and rising juniors will have a yellow form. So I want you to take a look at those right now while I'm talking to you. The first thing that you're going to notice is that your academics are not listed on there, because your academic courses are going to be recommended by the current teacher that you have right now. So all of your academic courses, we've already received those recommendations for. If you have questions about what you were recommended for, please talk with your teacher. There are some courses that, of course, are dictated by test scores, and we won't know those necessarily until the summer, till FCAT scores come out, but we will make adjustments at that time. And there are certain criteria that will designate who can go into honors, AP, ACE, and dual enrollment courses. So please visit our Advanced Studies Night for those criteria as well. Okay, now moving on to the electives, which is what you want to hear all about. Again, seniors, you're filling out the green sheet, and rising juniors will be filling out the yellow sheet. Look first at the left-hand column. The left column has all your academic electives listed. There, you can choose from any one of those. For instance, if you're in Drama 1 and you want to continue in Drama, make sure you sign up for the next course in that progression or that sequence of courses. If you look on there, you'll also notice some AP and ACE elective offerings. Again, you're going to want to make sure that you meet those test score requirements, GPA requirements, and grade requirements in order to be in that elective. If you're unsure, please see your counselor or ask questions right after this presentation and talk with your teachers. Below that, it talks a little bit about dual enrollment, and those dual enrollment courses that are listed there will be for seniors only, incoming seniors. You will need to talk with your guidance counselor to determine if you have those qualifying test scores. Okay, move on over to the third column. The third column talks about driver education, and you see the date. You need to be 15 by that date in order to qualify to take that test. Another good course to take online if you'd like to. Then foreign languages, we also call world languages. If you're interested in taking a foreign language or a world language, please do take a course that's the next in your sequence or progression of courses. If you're just starting out, again, note that there are differences in your regular French and Spanish versus your ACE and your AP levels. You'll want to talk with your teachers about that, and if you're currently in a language, they can guide you into which course you would be suited to take next year. Keep in mind that having a language is not required for graduation. It is, however, required for Bright Futures. It is required for college admissions to a four-year university, but it is not a graduation requirement. Underneath that, you'll see the JROTC listings, as well as your music options. Talk with your current music teacher to find out what you should be in as far as band or orchestra classes, and if anything is required, if any auditions are required for any of those. On the very right-hand column, on the fourth column, you'll notice PE options. A lot of the weightlifting is for students that are involved in athletic programs, and Mr. D would be a good guide to tell you which course you should go into. If you're interested in your general PE classes, you'll find those at the bottom, listed under physical education first semester and second semester, so you can sign up for those as well. Okay, now moving back to the second column, because a lot of this information is new. We're beginning some academies, some we've had and some are new. The Medical Academy has your Health Science 2, which is your first course, Health Science 1, followed by Health and Wellness. If you're already in progress in those courses, great, please continue that, it will be helpful. Hospitality and Tourism Academy is our new name for the Culinary Arts Academy. So you would again find the Culinary 1, 2, 3, and 4. Teacher Academy. If you are currently in Early Childhood 2, you can continue in Early Childhood 3 or 4, whichever would be next. Or you can enter the Academy in Teacher Assisting 1, if you would prefer. Our Information Technology Academy begins with Intro to Infotech, which most of you have already had if you're in that academy. So you might want to continue with Digital Design 3 and 4. Then you go into your entrepreneurship classes. And some of you who are presently juniors that are going to become seniors are in Workplace Essentials and Workplace Applications during 7th period. If that's you, then you would want to sign up for Business Ownership, which is the second class. And our incoming juniors, you can sign up for the Principles of Entrepreneurship class, which would be your first class in that series. The arts are listed underneath there, with 2D studio art being a prerequisite for all the other art classes with the exception of ceramics. And underneath there you have TV production 1, 2, 3, and 4. Another great class to jump into if that's something you're interested in. What we want you to do on this page with all the listings, circle your 5 choices that you're most interested in. Then turn it over, and on the very top left-hand side of your other side of the page, I want you to list in order of priority your top 4 elective choices. So in order of priority, make sure you write those down for us. Make sure your name is on the top of the sheet along with your student number. Mark your academy choice in the boxes provided. Mark your music options if you're interested in any of those. And these must be turned into the guidance office directly by this Friday. So please make sure you have them into guidance by Friday. After that, we will date them, and whether you get your first choice will be determined by your date as far as when you turn these in. So please get them in a timely fashion. By Friday is preferred. Important dates to remember before I go. February 13th is going to be the elective fair, so that is Thursday. If you're unsure about some of these electives, visit that during lunch. And if you're interested in advanced studies, please come see us at 6 o'clock at night in the auditorium on February 27th. Now I'm going to pass you over to your counselors and have fun. Thank you.